here we are again, middle of March. The market's getting flooded with corned beef. So we're going to take this opportunity to make some pastrami out of some corned beef. It's an easy way to do it. You don't have to wait 7 to 10 days to have it soak in your brine. It's been soaking in this brine for a very long time, and it's pretty darn salty. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut this open and we're going to soak it in some water overnight. Change the water out at least once, maybe twice during the middle of the night. And then tomorrow we'll rub this thing up and we'll smoke it. This particular one I got at Costco. Okay, I'll be doing the flat. So this is a piece of corned beef that's flat out of the brisket. So the point is a little more fatty, juicier, kind of falls apart. But this will hold up to slicing and stuff when we get done. So anyways, I'll get this soaking and we'll be back. Okay, we've got this all rinsed off now. So this is a 4-pounder right at. It's a little bit over, not much, but we're going to treat it as 4 pounds. We'll put it in the water here. And we're going to take this and put it in the fridge overnight. So I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, this has been soaking all night, and I didn't get up and change the water out, but I think we'll be fine. You can see that the water has soaked a bunch of stuff out of the meat, so hopefully it sucked a lot of that salt out. So we'll find out. Take it over to the sink here and rinse it out. All right, so I got this all patted dry here, and it's like I said, I didn't get up and change the water. I probably should have, but that's what happened. I didn't do it. Anyways, you can see where the meat here has been sitting on the bottom there. We should be okay. It's not very much. So that won't happen if you get up and turn your meat and change the water. So just a little tip there. Okay, so we're going to use a little mustard here for a binder. And the mustard won't give up a lot of flavor here. And this is just for the spices to stick to. So in the spices, I've got an old jar right here. Those, I'll have to wash my mustard. So the spices I have in a jar right here, I got those prepared last night. Actually, I'll include the recipe in the description down below. So we'll get to putting some of this rub on here. Okay, that's pretty good. So if you don't have all of the ingredients listed down below, well, one thing, don't use any salt. You don't need salt in this rub. And if you don't have everything, you at least need to have coriander seed and pepper. That's kind of what makes pastrami. So you want a nice generous helping of this spice on your meat here. Then we're going to take and stick this in the fridge and let it set up for a little bit. I'll get the smoker going. And then we'll put it on the smoker. And I'm going to be smoking with cherry wood today on a Traeger stove. So okay. Get every bit of that covered. It's also a really good idea, tip here, is to actually see which way the grain is running in here before you put your rub on. That way you can see which way you got to slice it when it's done. It's hard to tell after it's all cooked and you got the bark on it to see which way to slice it. So in my case, the grain's running this way, so I'll have to slice it this way. Not ideal because it's thin on this end, thick on this end, but it'll work. Okay. All right, I'll get my mess cleaned up here and put this in the fridge. Okay, it's been a few hours here. You can see this bark is set up pretty good, so we're gonna put it in the Traeger. I got the Traeger running at 225 degrees, and we're running cherry wood in it. So we'll open this up, get that stuffed inside here. And the fat cap is up. We'll let this run until it reaches about 160 to 165, and then we'll come out and then we'll wrap it. I'm gonna probably just use some aluminum foil. I got butcher paper, but today I'm gonna use some aluminum foil on it. So we'll be back. Okay, we've reached 160 degrees internal, so we're gonna check this out. Oh yeah, that's looking pretty good. All right. All right, here we go. Open this up. We got 2 layers of heavy-duty aluminum foil here. We're gonna take meter thermometer out of there. Set that in there. And we're going to kind of make a little well here. Put a little water in here. Get this thing steaming. About half to 3/4 of a cup of water in here. There we go. We'll put it back on there. I think we'll take and put this thermometer back in here. This is a meter thermometer. I'm really happy with it. Works really well. Connects to my phone, so you don't have to be right next to the barbecue every time to use this, so it works pretty good. There we go. Okay, remember we had this set at 225. That's what we smoked it at. We're going to crank it up to 275 so we can get that up a little faster. We want this to get up to about 203 degrees internal temp, and then we'll pull it. Okay, we've reached the temp, 203 degrees. We're going to take this aluminum foil off the top. We're going to pull this guy here. We want to get this kind of firmed up a little bit, so we're going to put it back on. There. Leave that back on there for about 10 minutes or so. Let that dry up a little bit. Okay, it's been about 10 minutes here. So we're going to pull this guy off, take it inside, and and we'll let it rest. Here it is. Pretty good. Take this inside. All right, here it is. Just brought it in from outside. So we'll let this set up for about an hour or so, and then I'll take and lightly wrap it and put it in the fridge tonight. Tomorrow we'll slice into it and make some pastrami sandwiches for dinner tomorrow. This ought to be good. Okay, we're back. It's the next day. This thing is set in the fridge all night, lightly wrapped. It's firmed up. It's nice and firm, so it should be able to slice it up pretty nicely. So we're gonna make some sandwiches out of this this evening. So I'm gonna slice it up. We'll look in there, see how it is. Shikami had sent me a knife here to try out, and so I'm gonna try it out on this guy. I got a couple of knives. This is another Shikami knife. This is a slicer knife, and if I have to, I'll use this one. But this one here, this is a nice knife too. This one's really nice. I'm gonna set an intro for this knife right here. Shikami had sent me a knife today. I just got it in the mail. This is a pretty nice knife. This is their 2-in-1 chopper. It's a 7.7-inch multi-function cleaver knife. You can see here it's got 3 holes in here for herb stripping. It's got a real nice Damascus pattern on it. 2 blades. You got a thinner one up here for some fine chopping, a little more accurate. This is for getting through some stuff like some frozen meat or possibly bones, but some good chopping here. The handle is wood. It's got a full tang on it, which is nice. I like that. And then it's got a real nice, it's got their logo on the back here. Pretty nice looking. And then it's German high carbon steel. It feels good in your hand here. Nice weight. It's got a real nice non-slip traction up here on top here for your thumb, which can give you some pretty good leverage here. So it feels good in your hand. Can't wait to get out in the kitchen and use it. They're going to give me a link to include this in one of my videos. I'll definitely include this knife in one of my videos. Thanks, Sakami. So after watching that intro, we're going to take and slice this guy up. So this got a dual purpose blade here. It's sharp at this end. They're sharp at both ends, but this is 15 degree. This is a 30 degree for really getting after it. So, and we're going to give this a shot here. So let's see what we got going here. Oh yeah. Well, that's coming off there pretty good. Yeah, I'd say this thing works pretty good. Okay, so finish slicing this up in a little bit here, but we're going to look at the meat here. You can see how that looks. I'm going to bend it. It's pretty tender. So I'm going to try a little piece of this. Oh yeah, it's not too salty. Boy, that's really good. So I'll heat this up on the griddle there and we'll make some sandwiches out of it. But you got to give this a try. This is really good. Easy way to make pastrami. Get this stuff on sale. It's all over the market now this time of year. And it's going to go on even deeper sales. So get you some of this. Make some pastrami. It's pretty fun. Oh yeah.